Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome. Um, I'm glad you're here. But before we get started, I just want to give you guys a moment of silence so that you can like the video, subscribe, and share it. Let's go. Awesome. Now that you have done that, let's jump right into this one. So today I will be doing a video on the possible effects of hair straighteners and dyes and all of that on the body of women, because mostly women, especially black women, that use these products, the L'Oreal and all those other brands, even the cheap Chinese one, right? So today I will be talking about that, and it is, as you can see from the title, it is something to talk about. So jumping right into an NBC article. Now, this is a very reputable news source in America. So, I think we can get a more unbiased look at what is actually happening. So, they were diagnosed with uterine cancer and tumors. Now, they're suing the makers of chemical hair straighteners. A recent study found that women who reported frequent use of hair straightening products were more than twice as likely to develop uterine cancer than women who did not. Wow. 3 years ago, Rhonda Terrell was diagnosed with an aggressive form of uterine cancer that has since spread to her abdomen and liver, so her belly and her liver. She underwent a radical hysterectomy, that is the removal of the uterus, cervix, ovaries, and fallopian tube. So all the reproductive organs. All her reproductive organs, they had to just take them out in order to prevent a further spread of the cancer, which didn't do much, as you will see later down in the article, and try to come to terms with the way the disease had altered her life. I don't like to look at the survival rates, Terrell said, through tears. Cancer is such a painful condition. That is so correct. A lot of people will talk about, you can survive this, you have a high rate of survival. It's just like HIV and AIDS, right? I don't think the survival rate, well, it is some consolation, but I don't think it's that big of a consolation, right? Because, as she said, painful. Every cancer survivor that I've heard about is in constant pain, right? The body is doing something that it's not supposed to, and it's just providing straight pain. Terrell is one of 4 black women, 3 of whom spoke to NCB News exclusively, who have filed federal lawsuits against L'Oreal and other companies, alleging that chemicals in the company's hair products cause them to develop uterine cancer or other severe health effects. The lawsuits follow the release last month of a study by the National Institute of Health that found women who reported frequent use of hair straightening products defined as more than 4 times in the previous year. Wow. 4 times in the previous year. That's what frequent is. Were more than twice as likely to develop uterine cancer compared to those who did not use the products. According to the lawsuits, 3 of the women who had hysterectomy, one of them at age 28. So the hysterectomy, that is removing of all your reproductive organs, so your uterus, cervix, ovaries, and fallopian tubes. This lady was 28 that had to go through that. 28. Right? She's just ready to start having kids now. Well, if you wanted to have kids. But at 28, you're just looking at your future. You're just realizing that, hey, that children would be awesome. Right? And to know that you had to remove all your reproductive organs. Possibly, have to say that, possibly because of these hair care products, or so-called hair care products. This is amazing. Terrell, 55, of Gwynn, Alabama, said she began relaxing her hair at age 8 and stopped in her late 30s. So, age 8. And this is something that is becoming more normalized, especially in Jamaica. Fine, we get that the hair of a child, certain hair type, is very hard to handle. It's very hard to handle. I can understand that. However, as we call it, creaming or straightening the hair of a 8-year-old child, that I can't see how that is a positive for the child any at all. First of all, the child doesn't really know what their real hair is, and so will never learn about a part of them that is a lot of the times frowned upon. Right? Nappy hair is a lot of the times frowned upon. Right? And as I've said in previous videos, I'm very traditional. I love the natural hair. So my wife do it natural, and it is absolutely beautiful. Right? But an 8-year-old child will not know their real self in terms of their hair. Right? And when you start doing that and it becomes normalized, it is really difficult for them to get out of that lifestyle. My wife's hair is very thick, so her hair was creamed at a very early age, probably earlier than 8, right? And it was very difficult for her to go natural, very difficult, right? So I can just imagine, especially nowadays where people don't really want to take the time to do these things. You can just imagine how rough it will be when these children grow up. All right, so she stopped at age 30 or early 40. She has uterine carcinoma, whatever that is, carcinosarcoma, and underwent 6 rounds of chemotherapy. Now, carcinosarcoma is a type of cancer, right? And it's in the uterine region down there. 6 rounds of chemotherapy and was in remission. So the cancer was shrinking, or the cancer had shrunk, right, for a little over 2 years. So imagine you feel like you have finally crossed this bridge and and just to get the news that the cancer returned and now it has spread to her liver and abdomen. You can cut off a piece of your liver, you can cut off a piece of your abdomen, but you will not have the same kind of, well, it doesn't have the same kind of lifestyle, but you definitely won't have the same kind of lifestyle that you used to. She's still undergoing chemotherapy. Now, she's saying, this is a regret. If I had known all those years ago, if they had a warning on the back to say this could cause cancer, I wouldn't have used it, she said. And I want to hold them accountable because I have granddaughters. Imagine, she has granddaughters and she's so torn up about it. What about a 28-year-old young lady that I'm not sure if she has kids, but she probably wants to have more if she does. Or if she doesn't, she wants to have more. She wants to have some. Bernadette Gordon, who used chemical relaxers from around 1989 to 2015, believed they caused her to develop breast cancer and uterine cancer. According to her lawsuit, she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2017 at age 44. So not only uterine cancer, but also breast cancer. And in black women, we know that breast cancer is one of the main cancers, right, that will affect you guys, right? This is just wow. I'm genuinely scared for our black women. Everything can kill you, and it's the things that are pushed on you that will most definitely cause your demise. So she has gone through aggressive chemotherapy, 6 months chemotherapy and radiation. Wow. It's been devastating for her. All of the women said they were unaware that the use of chemical hair straighteners had put them at an increased risk of cancer until the release of the NIH study. So it is very unknown. Very, very unknown. So now this is a qualifier that I have to put in here in good faith. Alexandra White, head of the Environment and Cancer Epidemiology Group of the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences, that's a mouthful, and the lead author of the study, cautioned that the study did not prove that hair straightening products caused uterine cancer. This study is the first to show a possible, now this is what we have to talk about a lot, a possible link. But a possible link is definitely enough. You do not want to take a chance. It is definitely possible that these things can cause cancer. It was not proven that it definitely did. But it is a possibility. So it's a possible link between frequent use of hair straightening products and uterine cancer. Now, remember what she said, frequent, or what was said in the article, frequent is 3 to 4 times a year. That is known as frequent. It's not every month or every other month, even though that is how black women will use these products every month or every other month. It is 3 to 4 times a year. That is what is classified as frequent. The lawyers, including Azimaman, a big lawyer, who is among attorneys representing the women, said that the science is out there that supports her. No, the lawyers can say what they want. All I care about is this possible link. And I feel that this possible link will probably plead their case. Right? But this is something that we need to talk about more. This is something that needs to be researched so much more, right? It cannot be that these products that are being used so regularly. I'm sure every black woman that is watching this, or every black man that is watching this, know of a black woman that uses cream in their hair or hair straightener. Every one of us do, right? So, and we see cancer, certain types of cancers, especially breast cancer, going up among black women, right? This is definitely unacceptable. I hope they win the lawsuit so that these products can be properly investigated, right? And they will continue to do research into these products so that we can protect, right, the people who 50%, right, who are 50% responsible for carrying on the black line. A lot of people like to talk about black this and black that. These are some of the things that are killing us. It's not about racism and all of that. Racism doesn't kill nobody, right? Racism is not killing anyone. What we need to talk about is these things, these chemicals, these losing of the black identity, right? Just to look a certain. And you women with natural hair are so beautiful. You don't even understand how beautiful you look. First of all, I can guarantee that you are shown more respect when you have natural hair. A man won't just come up to you and decide, say, all right, I'm going to say this to her or talk to her a certain way. They see that you understand your identity. You are seen almost as Christian. A lot of you don't want to be associated with Christian, but that is something that men respect. Right? Sure, you might look good to some when you cream your hair or when you use hair straightener, but it is not necessary and it is killing you. I wish if we would just take pride in ourselves. The skin bleaching, I'm very sure that will cause cancer. Skin bleaching, hair straightening, all of that stuff. Let us take care of ourselves and let us please have some pride in ourselves. Have some love or luck, you know? So, that is it from me today. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. It is truly something that must be looked into. And I wish if all the women would just stop using hair straighteners and put these companies out of business. But nevertheless, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Share it so other women can see and can know about this possible risk. The video is very long, but I had to talk about this. You have yourselves a lovely day, and we'll see you in the next one.